I'm back. Church yesterday was fantastic, is the best way I can describe it. Our pastor made a comment that our church building is in a bad place. We don't have many members, or at least not many members coming. And he talked about getting a new location, but that church has been there since the mid-1800s. It's got a long history. Most of us that have been there for a while, we don't want to change locations. However, I had an idea I'm going to talk to him about Wednesday night. What's my idea? I got all this film equipment. I'm thinking about starting a new YouTube channel and do nothing but play his sermons. And I used to have a radio show called God Talk, and I did that. And our church had more members when I did that. I don't want to do radio again. I burn out on that, but I have no problem recording Pastor Fry giving a sermon and putting it up on a channel. And then I was in the bedroom. I was supposed to give a deposition today to a federal magistrate. I'm not at liberty to discuss that a whole lot, but the guy that we investigated and that I did the write-up on went ahead and pled guilty, so I don't have to do anything but sit here looking pretty in my golf hat and my bibbed overalls and my light blue shirt that looks white on film. But I was sitting in the bedroom. I'd taken a shower, and in between the shower, my boss called me on my flip phone, which I need to get out and put on the charger. About 6 o'clock this afternoon, I've got to go pick my son Brandon up. Also pick up a prescription Linda has at the Walmart pharmacy. So I'll head that way a little early. It's about 3:25 right now. And I had some chow mein for breakfast and then some waffles and a lot of carbohydrates I didn't need, but I feel better than I did. Let me get a sip. Back to carrying my old standby. It's supposed to rain over the next few days, and I'm tired of having to oil up my 45 1911, so I'm carrying the 357 again for a while. Now, about 1992, somewhere therein, my family had been living in Wayne, Oklahoma for about 4 months. I'd had a truck fall on me. I was crushed and broken ribs, broken sternum, and some of that stuff, and I was down for a bit. So we moved to a small town named Dougherty, D-O-U-G-H-E-R-T-Y, Dougherty, into a house that was 100 years old. And while we were living there, we would occasionally go to Walmart in Ardmore, which was at a different location than it is now. It was in a strip mall. Or we would go to the Walmart in Sulphur that was where Crossway Baptist Church is now. And the one in Sulphur, I bought a couple of lock blade hunting knives. I used one a couple of times and it broke. It was a $3 knife, and then I had bought this one. This was a $7 knife. See, it's just real similar to the one that I showed that you need to get you a lock blade. You can go to most farm and ranch supplies and get something very similar to that, but it's not as well made. This is by Ozark Trail, and what they did, they rebooted their company and then started letting different folks put their name on their cutlery. That's not much different than my best friend Jerry and his wife Diane buying bottled water and putting their label, Arbuckle Mountain Fried Pies, on those bottles of water. They buy the water cheap, they relabel it, and they go ahead and they sell it a little higher. You can shave with any knife I got, but one thing I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see it or not, but you see this area right here, I had to take JB weld and make the rest of the handle. I really love this knife. I've had it since about 1995, 1996. It's got all the little nicks in the top of the blade up here where I'd used it to split wood and stuff. Got all the wear and tear. It's kind of like this old gun I've got. I carried that as a cop. It's got dents and dings on it too. And that happens when you have a tool you love and you use it. And I love this old knife. Now, what's that got to do with anything? I'm sitting there trying to get motivated and to get dressed this morning, and I had the knife, and Linda pops off and says, well, I've got one like that in my drawer. And I said, what do you mean you've got one like that? I've got one like that. I found it and I put it in my drawer. I figured you might have lost it or something like that. Well, it was the knife. And I thanked her and I gave her the other one. She can tell the difference. The other one is lighter, it's a lot cheaper, definitely shaped the same. My sons, I think Nick and Brandon were teenagers, but Benjamin and Christopher were preteens when I bought this knife. I hang on to things. It's like the boots I got on right now. I've had them for 15 years. They still got a lot of wear. All I did was buy another pair of soles to go in them. I hang on to things. Now, what's that got to do with anything? Well, I'm going to give a little bit of a pointer, and I'll get into more depth about it tomorrow. It won't be tomorrow that I show my bug out bag. It will be Thursday. Thursday afternoon on Advice from an Old Man. I will do an Advice from an Old Man tomorrow. Not today. I'm going to space it 2 days a week. I've got to talk to my pastor and see if he's amenable to me filming his sermons and putting them out on YouTube. I'm a long time video provider on YouTube. They call us creators. I do this vlog for grins and giggles. I don't make any money off of it. I won't make any money off of the channel God Talk when I put it up. It will be strictly to spread the word, and it'll be hopefully get people to come to church with us. Our church, one of our members donated a billboard, and Brother Fry said we can't advertise the location of our church on that billboard. All we can do is have a message. I tried getting a hold of one of my contacts at the Sign Commission here in Oklahoma, and nobody's taking my call. I'm going to think some things out and posit some ideas, but I'm going to try to do a go-around and get attendance up at our church. I have a lot going on in my life. I'm extremely busy. However, due to health things, and Mom, I'm healthier now than I was 2 months ago, and definitely have more energy, feeling better. Took my last shot last night, and I've got to purge. One way to purge is to drink a lot of water, which I'm going to do, and let it go out in my stream of urine. It is my kidney that I had the problem. I've got to get the poison out of my system, and then I'm going to be, next week, start something. I can't remember the name of that stuff again. Oh, something or another. My pastor takes it, my daughter-in-law takes it. It's for, and Nick quit taking it. He said it did terrible things to him. I'll do what I'm told. Now, the sign can't be used for anything but some kind of message, like a greeting or something like that. My church put a Bible verse up on it, yellow background, big black letters, and they had to cross out our address because it's not allowed. Well, there are other ways around that. I'm going to look and see you have to have a permit on these billboards. It's about half the size of that license plate behind me, and it gives the license number for the billboard. Oh. That's how they used to do it. I really don't know now. I've not been in that business for about 15 years, I guess. Health knocked me for a loop, and I just quit having the sign business. My church family is a great bunch of folks. They're all really busy, and like Buddy Brown was talking about, 2020, 2021, we were all on lockdown basically, and it really caused some problems. A lot of people got money for nothing. I wasn't one of them, neither was my friend Jerry, my best friend Jerry. The guy that my brother Chris had working for him made false claims and got $26,000 or something like that from the IRS, claiming he lost money. Well, he didn't. That'll be dealt with one of these days. Train of thought just shot right through the top of my head, through, and it's caught in my hat there somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Found it. Buddy Brown was talking about how people have more anxiety now than they have had and it's not been good. The following 2 years, people are uber stressed. They're highly stressed out, highly anxious, and things are not how they would like them to be, and it's taking a toll on families. Well, folks, this was all by design. I hope the fact checkers on here don't knock this out of the way, but it was by design. My best friend Jerry and I both knew that at the time. We discussed that. After time through my long life, I've watched government overreach happen. There are stopgap measures that have been put in place. Most of them have gone by the wayside. However, there are other government agencies that are autonomous, and some of them keep tabs on crooked politicians and crooked military leaders. That's the best way I'm going to say that. And there have been a bunch. Now, gonna get off of here. I'm gonna upload this, and then I gotta go in the house, spend time with my sweetheart, and I'm gonna eat a popsicle. We've got green ones and red ones. One of the red ones I know is broken in half, and one of the green ones I know is broken in half. I'm thinking about wetting the ends, pushing them together, and freezing them back together. That'd be too much work. I'll just eat them like they are. Folks, don't doubt for a second that I love you, because I do. Monty, the other channel I got is Advice from an Old Man. And you go down through there, the snapshot on the front of it is my old 1871 3840 on a red bandana. Look for that picture and you'll find the video. Now, folks, I love all of you. I want God to bless you. He is blessing you. Like that sign up there says, be kind. Always be kind. It ain't going to hurt anything, and it could help someone. Love you. God bless you, and bye.